Funded and locally funded. It's out of their pocket. It's very little, and it's terrible.
Did you attend any town meetings when the wind companies were just trying to come in?
Because the economy is so bad here, I have to work. I drive 2 hours every morning to work and 2 hours back. By the time I go, leave for work 10 hours, come back, I've got no time to go to town board meetings.
Did people in the town know that the wind companies were coming in, or were they dealing with the town?
The majority of the people were all indifferent as to what actually was going to happen, what was going to go on. If it wasn't in their backyard, they really didn't worry too much about it. Their initial response to this is that, gee, they look great. After they see them several times, come and go, maybe in the course of the day or the weekend, they start to look at them and they realize how ugly they truly are. There's no question about it.
So I think if you talk to the residents up there, they're probably fairly used to them already.
Eyesore, and that is it. A lot of traffic on the roads and eyesores. That's the bottom line.
You can hear it inside the house at night when everything is turned off.
That is the turbines.
Right, that's like a bottle rocket noise.
The noise really isn't a whole lot. From what I've seen, I mean, I've driven up a couple times, and
you can hear them. I mean, I can hear them here on some days. There's no use denying that.
Because they're loud, they're annoying, they shadow people's houses, stuff like that.
Shadow come right through my yard from that one. When the sun got behind it, it's a very annoying shadow.
and I don't know what prompted them to build them this big, but they're big.
That blade's 125 feet, well, they give it in meters or whatever it is, 125 feet long. You start figuring that all out, and that tip's doing 100 mile an hour. It don't look it.
I lived 10 years in Alaska, and Kotzebue had a wind farm like this, and they didn't last but 8 years, and they were blown to the ground and destroyed, and now they're just all laid there as wrecks. I would really like to know how long these are going to go. You know, they're not going to last forever, and what are they going to do with them when they're wrecked? Just leave them, walk away from them?
It was interesting. I was actually on a Caribbean cruise 2 weeks ago.
Lucky you.
Yeah. And I mean, you're out in the middle of the ocean, and you can generate wind anywhere.
It's true. More expensive.
You can put wind farms out on oil decks.
This is how we're going to get away from that kind of thing. Not just wind, solar, and I think on getting more efficient and biomass. We've got a lot of different options, and of course we need to make sure that it's also a good benefit to the community, and maybe if your community is a different circumstance, maybe it's not going to be beneficial for your community. I don't know.
We do need to cut dependence on gas and oil, but we need to do it in the respect that it's beneficial to the people, to the communities. So we've got to get the word out to everyone that windmills can be a good thing, but it has its place.
I've been here 14 years, and I've lived up here on this road half a mile from here all my life. It was definitely more peaceful before.
We put up with cold, we put up with the snow. We sure didn't need to put up with this. And taxes. We sure didn't need to put up with this, did we? They're here. What are you gonna do now?
You live here, you pay your taxes, and you just get it put to you, to be polite about it. It's terrible, and it should not happen. So if you people can go against it, because it's not worth it. The eyesore, it's just not worth it.
Nobody did any research like this in this area like you guys are doing. I think maybe they would have thought twice unless they really wanted the money bad.